Update from a story we brought you last week on homelessness in Lincoln. A Lincoln Vital Signs report shows a sharp decrease in unhoused people in the past decade.
However, local researchers at UNL say trends are picking back up. 10:11 Chanel Taylor McCarthy has more on the findings. Good morning, Chanel Taylor.
Yeah, good morning. The UNL Center on Children, Families, and the Law says after the steady decline from 2012 to 2023, homelessness in Lincoln has risen in the past 2 years. Researchers at the center conducted a single night count of homeless people in the city in January of this year. They had a head count of 542 people. The year before, in 2024, the count was 501 and 428 in 2023. This year's count was also a 20% increase from the single night count in 2018. That's just counting those who were living on the streets. There was an additional 1,942 people living in a shelter or housing program that night.
We're seeing levels above 100% utilization in our family and single women's shelters. That's not a good sign because we typically don't see that level of utilization until the late fall and winter.
Jeff Chambers, the senior project director at the center, says the cause for the recent rise isn't a mystery. When the pandemic ended, so did some funding for housing, also adding that a large part of the increase in homelessness since 2023 is a result of the loss of rental assistance dollars in the community due to budget cuts. The center also cited that wages for many working households have not kept pace with the cost of housing. He says fair market rent has gone up 36% since 2018, while wages have only increased 29% in the same time period. He says when folks are already struggling, even minor additional costs could have a tremendous impact.
Working for $26 an hour or $30 an hour at a job, and they have a significant medical expense, that can seriously jeopardize their ability to pay their rent. And over the course of a couple months, that can result in eviction.
Chambers says during the pandemic, Lincoln alone spent $52 million of federal funding over a period of 4 years for rental assistance. Now that was $10.5 million a year. And today, Lincoln has $200,000 from federal and state resources for an entire year. Chambers says it's enough for 2 or 3 households a month.